Hey, Bike Club volunteers and faculty sponsors, this is Mike with Bike Club Tulsa. Let's talk about the first day of in-person Bike Club. We have a few tips and reminders for the first day activities, including warm welcomes and introductions, helmet fit, bike fit, and a fun rider assessment. This might seem like a lot to fit in just an hour or 90 minutes, because it is. Don't feel any pressure to rush this first day. Just getting to know your students, them getting to know you, and establishing that safe space for them is a total win. We recommend watching the helmet and bike fit video from the Bike Club curriculum before your first meeting. It's also a great video to show your students, but here are a few extra tips. First, label the helmets with masking tape and a Sharpie. It's important to not share any Bike Club equipment. Make sure the name is big on the front of the helmet. This is also a great time to get to know your students' names and pronunciations better. Next, help the students get the helmet as loose as possible by turning the knob on the back of the helmet clockwise. You can also loosen the chin strap. Then, when the student places the helmet on their head, they can tighten down until it's secure, not bouncing around and passing the 2Y1 check. 2 fingers between the eyebrows and the brim of the helmet, a Y shape around the ears, and 1 finger of room between the chin and the chin strap. If you need a larger helmet for a student than the helmets provided, please let us know ASAP and we can get the student a larger size. For bike fit, again start by watching the curriculum video. For a lot of the Bike Club bikes, you'll need to use an Allen key to adjust the seat height, so make sure you have your supply box handy. Other bikes, typically our larger mountain bikes, have a quick release that won't require a tool. All of the pre-caliber bikes are the same size, and most of our elementary students are able to ride these bikes. It's a little trickier for middle school clubs, where you'll be using a larger size mountain bike, 13.5, 15.5, or 17.5 inches, just like the helmets. Label the bikes on the top tube in block letters with masking tape and a Sharpie. Don't expect it to fit perfect the first time. Students may want to start with a lower seat height and then adjust to the correct height as they get more comfortable. It's a good idea to always have 1 to 2 volunteers with an Allen key to adjust seat posts on their persons at all times. Distribute water bottles and vests and label each clearly, again, to minimize sharing. If you also distribute buffs, you can put everything inside an upside-down helmet at the end of the ride to keep everything together. If you have time, you could move on to the ABC Quick Check, Lesson 2. But at the very least, you'll need to air up some tires to get any riding in on day 1, using the supplied pump and extras if volunteers were able to bring one from home. To borrow from the ABC lesson, you want tires to be hard like an apple, not soft like an orange. Around 40 psi using the gauge on the floor pump. Again, this might be taking up most of your time for the day, but this is still an opportunity to be getting to know each other, having fun, and learning. If you get the tires aired up, it's time to do a rider assessment, which is more fun than it sounds. Set up a wide oval in a safe, flat space using flat soccer cones with long straightaways and turns with a minimum radius of 3 big steps. Really wider if you can. We don't need too much structure with this ride, but remind students it's not a race. Should be no more than an easy running speed. And they need to keep distance from other riders and pass with care on the outside of the rider they're passing. On the right if your loop is running counterclockwise. Watch for students that may need some new rider training, either with a modified bike or a Strider balance bike that we can supply as needed. Volunteers can join the ride and help set the pace and monitor for unsafe riding, brake checking, swerving, excessive speed, and of course, continue to get to know the students. We hope you have a great first day at Bike Club. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions at all. Thanks for being a part of Bike Club.